Good day, Mr. Chinedu Michael.
Good day.
You are welcome to Nigeria News Center.
Thank you.
Let us look at the issue involving YAHAYA BELLO and the Efcc. I'm talking about the former governor of Kogi State. We understand that he has been accused of misappropriation of funds to the tune of about 80 billion naira. And what looks like a fight back, YAHAYA BELLO rolled in hiding, asking EFCC that they cannot try him, telling EFCC that they cannot try him, that they are illegal organization. This was a position canvassed by his lawyer in the court. According to his lawyer, that EFCC, when it was formed, that the federal government through National Assembly do not get the necessary concurrent from 36 states House of Assembly to form EFCC. As such, that EFCC is illegal. And again, he's asking EFCC, vacate the arrest warrant issued against me. I'll come out to defend myself. Let us start from the point where he's accusing EFCC of being illegal. Is that supposed to be the issue here?
I don't think it's supposed to be the issue now because YAHAYA BELLO, as at years back, when before he became governor, a lot of people were singing praises about him, giving his age, that of course that is going to do well. That was the perception of everybody, as at that time. The youngest governor in Nigeria, everybody we are celebrating, But look at the process of which he came to power, after the death of Audu, and somewhere, how the court, all of a sudden, he pronounced him, gave judgment, and that was how he came into that position. Well, a lot of people reacted that during that period, including Faleke, and then we begin to see a couple of things, started happening in that state. People were just surprised at his kind of administration, which was based on every day. These policies is based on screening, both those, just a funny administration, so to say. But subsequently, all of a sudden, he was able to find his way after 8 years, and there was nothing concrete to show that somebody like that was governor, or there was nothing to show, or there's no legacy he left in Kogi State to show that he actually at least contributed. Then the 80 billion that amount of money is no longer a small amount of money. It's a very huge amount of money for one person to misappropriate, has been alleged. Then the EFCC, this is not the first time that EFCC has been cracking down on former governors, for him to come out now and say that EFCC has no constitutional powers to, look into his case. I think he's trying to find reasons, why they should give him space, so that maybe he want to escape from the country finally, or he want to run to Dubai or Saudi Arabia, where it was believed that his children are the wife. So I think at this point in time, a serious surveillance, should be placed on YAHAYA BELLO wherever he is. We should come and answer to questions of stealing, corruption. There's no two ways about it. EFCs have every right to arrest him. EFCs have every right to invite him. You understand? EFCC was established by an act of the law. So I don't know the direction, of course, is coming from. But anyway, the lawyers can go there and argue front and back at the end of the day. The what we know is this: he has committed an offense, has been alleged. So you should come out. Look at what the revelation, the coming from the EFCC, how he transferred $720,000, to his child's account, those few days to his exit from office.
Well, that is an allegation.
Of course, coming from the EFCC, you understand? Of course, it's still an allegation. But why is he hiding? His attitude, his behavior have already shown that he has a lot of things in his cupboard. And he's not going to escape it. You know, though this is Nigeria, at the end of the day, anything can happen. There can be plea again. There can be negotiation at the end of the day. And secondly, a lot of people are saying, is he the only former governor that is corrupt? That's another question.
I remember that Obiano, the former governor of Anambra State, is currently on trial.
That's what I'm saying. I see. Within, is it? I'm talking about now. You know, I think Obiano's case has been a very long one. As during, I think Buhari or thereabout. You know, we started having issues, revelation about what Obiano did in Anambra State. But as it stands now, is YAHAYA Bello the only former governor that that is alleged to have stolen money from the state coffers? What of other governors? Why is it that the Efcc is not zeroing down? See, all of them.
The question I'm asking is yes. Is it the necessary question to ask, or for him to defend himself? When somebody is accused of stealing, misappropriation of funds, is it right to start asking whether other people did the same thing, or to defend yourself?
You know what I'm saying. You know, we know that yes, it's in the public space. People are saying that why is it that they are zeroing down on YAHAYA Bello? What of other people? Well, of course, because he has a kind of problem or political problem with Tinubu before the 2023 election. You know, where YAHAYA Bello made a lot of comments against Tinubu and did a lot of things, of course, you know, to stop Tinubu from picking the EFCC, APC presidential ticket. YAHAYA Bello also came out as an aspirant under APC as at that time. So people are looking at it at that angle that, you know, that it's possible that Tinubu is actually on a revenge mission. But that is away from what we are talking about. But if it is not politically motivated anyway, at the end of the day, we want to see YAHAYA Bello, you know, come out and clear his name and clear that of his family. You know, 80 billion naira is not a small money. The $720,000 has been alleged by the EFCC that was transferred to his child's account for education. It's another issue. So wherever he is, you know, if he's still in this country, I don't know. You know, if YAHAYA Bello is still in this country, I think EFCC should go after him wherever he is.
Does he stop from hiding where he asked EFCC to
are you trying to tell me that they don't know where he is? Or they, no,
I'm not privy to classify information, but what I'm saying is, Chief's lawyer, he spoke the other day, asking EFCC to vacate the arrest warrant so he can come out and defend himself.
Okay. He spoke to the law, of course. If he feels that his life is at risk, you know, he's not sure whether he'll be safe in the hands of the EFCC. You understand? Then I think he has every right to appoint a lawyer, you know, to either defend him or speak for him. That's the way it is.
Okay, let us look at the attitude of the Kogites. I'm talking about residents of Kogi who are already protesting against what they allege persecution of the former governor. We understand that the governor and some of his acolytes, loyalists, supporters are saying, yes, this is not prosecution, this is persecution. What is your take?
Of course, now, you know, there's no how, you know, at least in one way or the other, you know, a lot of people might have benefited. He has a political, he's a former governor, you know, I don't think he still have people who are loyal to him, you know, either hook or crook. Those ones who pay their bills or those who have benefited from his loot, you know, those ones will come out and say, this is pure persecution, you know. Why would Tinubu single him? Is he the only former governor that serves under APC? Other governors are there. Why didn't this man EFCC go after them? Why did they single YAHAYA Bello out for persecution? That tells you what I was trying to say, you know, what happened, you know, before the 2023 election, you know. But as it stands now, I do not see any reason why, you know, people, especially the youth, to come out and look at this kind of corrupt act so to say, and be clapping and be making reference that it is witch hunt, a kind of,
Okay, now let us look at it from this angle. The Kogites, Kogi people, were they supposed to be in support of EFCC or the former governor? Because the money the former governor, is alleged to have misappropriated, embezzled, is purportedly belonging to the people of Kogi. Now we are seeing them pushing their tent behind the former governor against EFCC. No, is it not a misplaced of priority on the part of the Kogi people?
No. The issue is that this case needs to be investigated properly, and it has to go to court. It's not the people's sentiment that matters, over.
But the point I'm trying to make here is, does it mean the people need more orientation, more enlightenment for them to understand that EFCC is fighting for you? So that they needed to join hand with EFCC to fight the former governor.
What if they look at it that this is purely political persecution? How would it justify that? Let them go to court and prove it.
Irrespective of whether the man actually embezzled
or not, the court is there to proclaim whether he stole money or not. It's as simple as that. People can have different understanding to it. People can have different understanding to it. They can see it as vixen, they can see it as radiance, they can call it any name. But it is when you get to court that the court will not determine whether actually YAHAYA BELLO is guilty as alleged.
Now let us make it personal here. If somebody is accused of stealing your own money, do you join the person who is facing accusation, or do you join the person who is accusing to actually verify whether the person actually stole your money or not?
With evidence.
And that is why YAHAYA BELLO presence is needed to come up with
evidence. With evidence that somebody stole my money, I'm having the evidence, and it's not for me to decide whether this person actually stole my money. The only people that have to decide whether this person actually committed that crime is the court. Of course, we go to court.
What should be the role of the person that the money is stolen from?
We go to court. Once you go, you only shout, you only talk. Is you going to kill the person? You only say this. You only say that I didn't do this or I did this or. Then you see, even if you catch an armed robber on the act, you still have to take him to. That's what the law says. You have to take him to where he will properly scrutinized and persecuted and prosecuted. That's how it is.
I quite understand that in the Nigerian legal system, one is innocent until proven otherwise by a court of competent jurisdiction. But this time around, there's already accusation against YAHAYA BELLO.
Yes.
But as a way of rounding up, what is your advice to Nigerians generally with respect to their attitude towards their leaders?
Even you can see what happened to the former EFCC chairman, Bawa. I think he also made the way with a lot of money to the people that fight the corruption.
I think that is in the realm of allegation.
Of course, now, but it's something, you understand? But there's no how. You will not see some form of misappropriation of funds. But is also the FCC chairman who is supposed to maintain a kind of integrity. No matter, look at Obi now. Nobody can call for P2B. The records are very clear. They have gone through it more than 1,000 times. The record is there. So for the chairman or former chairman of EFCC to be under persecution over misappropriation of funds, what does that tell you about Nigeria? It tells you that this thing has become a career. Corruption has become a career in Nigeria. At the end of the day, what are they going to do to YAHAYA BELLO?
No, I think the law will take it.
What is the law? The law in Nigeria, as it stands now, is based on how much are you going to put on the table. That is just the judgment. And nothing more. So if YAHAYA BELLO is bragging, I'm not coming out, I'm not obeying anything, nobody should invite me, I will decide how I will do, I'll go about it. Of course, he understands how the system works. If it's in a sane society, would they allow him to escape? The security men were not there. Are they not there when he was smuggled out? Are they not aware? So tell me, it's just a normal bullshit. At the end of the day, we are going to hear against YAHAYA BELLO. Normal, that's the normal thing. There's no the institutions that make up that's supposed to protect the rights, the fundamental rights of Nigerians. You know, seems to be in a serious dilemma now.
I must say a very big thank you, Mr. Chineke Michael. This is Nigeria News Center. If you are new to this program, you are new to the channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you very much.